Hello, hello, Queen. I'm so happy you joined me for this new episode back in my country, back in my city, Salzburg. It's now 1.5 weeks ago that I came back from 2 months in the US spending time with my boyfriend, and I'm still not here like 100%. I haven't arrived totally. 2 months is a lot of time being in another country, being with your partner for the first time for such a long period of time. And I'm still processing, I'm still reflecting, and I have a lot of learnings I want to share with you. There's gonna be a very personal episode about what I have learned for myself with my soul as a woman, what I have learned about partnership and relationship, showing that everything has two sides and nothing is perfect. So let me start from the beginning. Spending this 2 months with him, with myself in another country where I never have been before, it was on the one side so beautiful, so exciting, so new. I had so many opportunities to meet myself on new levels, on new stages, to meet other new people, and to meet my partner on a level I haven't done before. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for you if you decide that you want to take those lessons. So, being with him was the most beautiful time for me ever. We work so well when it comes to household, living together, besides me being a bad hug and him having a kind of hard time sleeping next to me because I'm kind of thinking in my sleep the whole bed is mine. So, baby, sorry for that. um, and of course, on the other hand, when you are together for that amount of time every day, you get to know the person very well, the good sides and also the tricky sides. And there were discussions, there were fights, there were arguments. But what I've learned is that the most important thing is to stay with your partner and to stay in this conflict and talk it out. To be honest, he's better in doing that than me. He is a better communicator in our relationship. I had moments where I had to leave the room, where I had to leave the conflict, the atmosphere, the energy, because I couldn't hold it no more. He was more stronger. So I had to leave, and then I came back and we sat down and we talked it out. But I really got to know my boundaries. And the super interesting thing is that I am capable of having arguments and talks and conflicts with my friends, with myself, in a very different way that I am able to hold that with my partner. And that was a hard pill to swallow. I'm still trying to understand why I'm capable of being super sensitive, super empathetic with my friends and myself. But when it comes to certain situations with my partner, I'm more harsh. I am not soft. I don't hear what he's trying to tell me. And that's hard because I thought I'm fucking good in doing that. And then he mirrors me the side of having all the situations with your partner is so different than having it with your friends or with yourself. And I thought that's all the same. So that's a lesson. It's not. Your partner triggers you in ways nobody else can. Your partner mirrors you in the way nobody else can. So, not that I only want to focus on that, but for me, it's important to tell you nothing is perfect. Nothing is always happy and sunshine, and that's fine because if it would be, then we would not grow. If we would not fight and had arguments in every kind of relationship, then we would not learn about ourselves and we would not learn um, to grow, and there would be no possibilities to heal. So there was this absolute amazing and beautiful side which I'm so blessed and thankful for. And there was this very, very difficult and challenging side, which is okay. And I also, through him, learned what a healthy relationship looks like, what a man in his will of putting in effort and being loyal and being honest and the want, and he did, providing really feels like. And I never had that before. When you then like get the full package of this dream man you always wanted, then it can feel scary even though it's the thing you so desire, but it's so different from everything you went through before. So that's the challenge. I had a lot of challenge and I still do have a lot of challenges when it comes to all that and also processing it. When I tell you I'm not here yet fully, I really mean that because I came back, I had 2 days of holiday and then straight jump back into work, into managing the dance studio, into preparing self-love booty shake classes and workshops and programs and content, that now realizing I would have needed at least, I don't know, a week, 1.5 weeks of me time processing those things, reflecting on those things, and not straight jumping into the world which I have left before I went to the US. So, yes, relationships are beautiful, but the good ones are also challenging. Now that I'm back, being without him is fucking hard. It is hard because for me, I know he is my person. We are so different in so many things, but we still want that this gonna work out. And that's the other thing. You can love somebody, but love is not enough. You need to want that relationship. You need to want that partner, and you need to put in the effort and the work every day. And that's a decision. When you are living apart, having this long distance relationship, having 6 hours time difference, that's even more hard. We try to come back to a balance, which is not that easy. We have topics that are challenging us. I have things I'm realizing I could do better and I want to do better, but I'm on that stage that I don't know how. So I need to step back take my time to think, tune in with my inner world, and create new ways I then can try out to make things better. And that's consistent work. So, being back, I love my apartment and I miss my friends and I miss my family. But then there's this person you love so much, and I couldn't take him with me. Like, I could not put him into the suitcase, like, I'm gonna take you with me. And now we're gonna start our life together. This is what we really want. But we both know we have to wait for some couple of time that we can make this happen. And feeling alone is an ugly feeling if there is a person you miss so much. Finding the balance between work, projects, my internal work with myself, the work with my partner, taking care about friendships and family business, that's that's work. That is work. And also now preparing the new semester of my dance classes and workshops, which I'm very looking forward to do that. And in all those things that are going on right now, I really, really, really try my best to not lose the discipline I've learned from him by going to the gym, eating regular food, and drinking enough water. He is such a disciplined person with a lot of things. I really look up to him when he does that. Because he's like, I'm gonna do it. I've said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it anyways, no matter how I feel. And I am a very high sensitive person. I feel a lot. And I cannot force myself doing things when I don't feel them, which on one hand is healthy to be so connected with your inner world and with your emotions. But on the other hand, it's also, when I'm honest to myself, a lack of discipline in some parts. So I try to keep up with the gym. That's working good with food and with water. I went with him for a walk nearly every day, which was very healthy for body, mind, and for the relationship, for good talks, for difficult talks, for just letting go of what happened on that day. So I'm going on my walks. I'm forcing my friends to go on walks with me. I even had a lot of meetings now where it was like, hey, instead of sitting in a cafe, we could just grab something and take a walk and have a meeting while we walk. So I can bring in my steps and it's healthy. And also, I don't know if you have ever recognized, but if you walk and you talk, it feels more natural, it feels more flowy. And I always have better ideas when I walk and talk or feel more connected with the person when you kind of move in the same energy, I would say. Coming to my biggest lessons of all what happened, that it's so important making sure you don't lose yourself in a relationship because you want the other person to feel good. Stepping up for yourself and your needs and your wishes and articulating them. Giving your partner the opportunity to understand what's going on in your inner world. And that's only possible if you share all of your thoughts, even though they're confused. And this is what I have to work on. Like, I have so many thoughts all the time and I'm very, very fast. So I kind of give half of portions to him. And that's, of course, then not working because he's missing a lot of details. So give the other person the opportunity to understand you by giving them all your thoughts and your emotions. Find a balance between your emotions and discipline. Very, very important. What I'm also working on is that you're not perfect, your partner is not perfect, everybody can make mistakes. How you handle a situation when your partner does a mistake is so important, because you obviously want the best for your partner and you care. And often when we care and we're worried or we are stressed out, then we tend to have harsh words or use words or a tone that make your partner feel judged, and that's not nice. Be soft and empathetic with your partner as you want them to be it with you. I know we all have triggers and we all have this click moments where it just comes out before you even thought about what you're gonna say. Learning a mechanism that stops you from doing that is very important, because words are so powerful. And once you have said something, you can never take it back. You cannot delete it like in a text. That's not possible. So taking a moment, not letting your trigger act for you, and thinking before you say something, and choose your words wisely, and choose a soft tone, an understanding one, and a welcome one. That is important, and I definitely have to work on that. And like I said, in other relationships, that's coming to me so naturally. But here it's so different, and I'm still trying to figure out why. That's a whole not a process, but interesting too from a psychological side. Yeah, what Jake said is your partner needs to feel welcome with all their emotions and thoughts and also mistakes. And your partner needs a judge free environment so they feel safe in sharing. And if somebody doesn't feel safe in sharing, then they're gonna stop sharing. And I think then that's a very difficult point for a partnership, when you stop sharing things, when you stop talking about things because you're afraid of how your partner react. Yeah, I guess these are my biggest learnings. And taking things not so serious, this is something I really have to work on. I'm a funny, goofy person, but when it comes to relationships, I often take things too serious. I don't know if you know that feeling, but sometimes things are not that serious, and sometimes something can just be a joke. Sometimes you don't have to talk things to death. You can just let them go and know when it's like done talking, and when it's done going into that topic, let it go. So yeah, I had no plan for this episode. I felt like I want to sit down, talk to you, and share, because no matter who is watching and listening, I just hope if it's reaching one person and it's helping you reflect or learn something or get inspired, or you just feel seen and heard because you are going through similar situations, then that makes me happy. And this is why I do this podcast. And I will continue with solo episodes, But in the future, I'm going to invite a lot of cool people, women who have cool stories, who do nice things, have inspiring thoughts and ideas. So this will get even more a place of community, sharing, value, learning, reflecting, processing things, because we sit all in the same boat. No matter who you are, no matter how successful or rich you are, no matter what you're going through, everybody's going through something. Life is always an up and down. Life is always a playground for lessons and an opportunity to heal. So we are in that together. And I want us to feel less alone, because the power of coming together and sharing is so beautiful and it's magical. And when we start doing this more, then I think we're gonna achieve more quicker or more healthier the things we want, or heal. That's really what I think. So yeah, if you have made it till here, I'm glad you did. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and my lessons. If you want to check out my social media, you're gonna find all the links below. And if you want to share something to this episode, if you have questions, write it in the comments, text me a private message. Stay connected. I try to bring out one episode at a week, but I'm not forcing myself. Because I want this to be as authentic as I can. Yeah, stay tuned for future projects. Queen, have a beautiful day. Don't forget how amazing you are. And let's shine together and rock this life and make it to the most beautiful thing we can do.